We're joined post-match by assistant coach Arryn Siposs. A pretty frustrating and disappointing day for the boys. Where do you think it was ultimately won and lost?
Probably in the end, particularly after quarter time, probably our contest work in the end was disappointing. Lost contested possession, tackle count. So yeah, I think our ability just to be tough in the air as well, and yeah, ultimately that's why I think where we lost it. They just kind of were tougher for longer throughout the day, and the result reflected that.
I think the second term will be the talking point. It was ultimately what separated the sides. It certainly felt that way. What was the messaging at halftime to try to get the game looking the way we want it to look?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to go back to our ability to be tough in there and challenge them in that space. We knew it's an area for them that they obviously try and focus on as much as their territory game too, and challenge them obviously with our game style and opening the game up as well, and expose them in that area. And they did a good job being able to kind of shut it down after quarter time, and we just needed to be able to outlast them a little more. And we got the game back on even terms into the third quarter, and I think it was relatively even going into the second half. They just had moments that were a bit more important, and they got the good result out of it and took their chances. It's going to be tough to win games when it's 56-36 in the inside 50s and putting us under extreme pressure, and kudos to them for the way they played today.
We don't want to be glass half empty, I suppose, too much. Was there something you liked out of the performance?
Yeah, look, I think when we got the game on our terms and we used our handball chains and tried to get out to the open side, we looked really, really dangerous. And we all know that's the way we want to be able to play our game. And as I said, when it works, we're really, really potent. So there's still some good things to be able to take out of it, and having only the 36 inside 50s, but still being able to generate some score is a positive too. So in the end, we're 7-2 right now, and sitting second on the ladder. So there's some real positives out of it, and we'll regroup and go again.
And then lastly, you mentioned that go again. There's always in footy, there's an opportunity to atone. What do you anticipate the learnings will be out of this one as we look towards Frankston next week? Yeah,
look, I mean, obviously we have to be really, really strong in the contest. That's where it comes down to in the end for us. And when we get that on our terms, then everything else starts to come out in our game. And Frankston bring those challenges next week. They're going okay right now, which is going to be a good challenge for us, and our ability to be able to take that on board and play our game style is going to be massive for us. So some good learnings again to take out of it. We'll regroup, go again, and we know what we need to do to be able to win football games, and we look to be able to do that again next week.
Very well said. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.
We'll go next week.
Thank you.